supposed to be paid more than all these MPs, all these members of parliament. Itafika siku, an MP is supposed to be paid 50,000. You will see how many people will run for that office. They always go because of the money. Politics is such a dirty game that once you enter, you get manipulated. You become so corrupt that you forget. I don't news, but today lazima niangalie what is going on. This government has turned a baddie into an activist, and it's not supposed to be like that. I cleared university in 2020. Up to now, I'm still hustling for a job because there are no jobs. And as a lady, unless you want a job, you actually have to offer yourself, which some people have dignity. These people are misusing their offices, and it's time atoke, like Ruto must go. That is the message you're passing across. Don't come and tell us, don't march to the parliament. We don't march to State House, sorry. We didn't go to State House. But okay, those people that died in Rongai, died in Githurai, were they in State House? No. They are literally trying to kill us to silence. They are literally trying to silence the media so that the world does not know what is going on. For him to sign that agreement, the one for African countries, to make him immune to ICC, this man came prepared. Alikuwa anajua, I'm here to finish Kenyans. And if you are not keen, Ruto can decide to extend presidency, that thing of 5 years. He can decide, like your president of Uganda, to say that I'm here and I'm here to stay, because that is where he is going. Not once has he shown remorse. Not once. Ni sisi Kenyans, we are contributing money up and down to pay the bills of those who were killed. Whose work is that? It's the government's work. They're supposed to cater for all these grieving mothers, all this grieving, like, God, we have come to a point that Kenya, the government works for their pockets. They don't work for us anymore. And we need to remove everybody. We are not here, mtu asiseme ati Raila is better. No, even that Raila, we don't want him. We want fresh brains that know we need to take Kenya where it is, to a first world country. We will be the first African country to be the world, like, destination. Venye watu wanatakanga kwenda US, you want to send Kenyans to Saudi Arabia, Dubai to work. Why can't you make those work opportunities available for Kenyans? Why can't you create more job opportunities? Tusiende kupeleka revenue nje. You are telling us that, oh, I'm trying to build relationships. For what? Make your country better for Kenyans not to want to leave. Because personally, I don't want to go outside my country. I am safer in my country. But you're now here advising us you want to be sending Kenyans. What is your problem? You have offices, your government is giving government contracts to politicians. Ikiwa meeting, wataipeleka Western Hotel. The money is going to Ruto's pocket. If they have something, who is feeding State House? Who is providing the food for State House? Sorry, the people that the government is giving contracts to.
Thank you. Asante sana, Perpetua. Really appreciate that.
Jelani,
Yes?
I don't think she has finished.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why she muted. I can't hear her, so I thought
I
she was
didn't
done. Sorry,
mute.
sorry.
Yeah, personally, I stay. Let me tell you guys a backup story for you to see. Ruto is giving chest to family members. The apartment I used to stay is for an in-law of Ruto. To a point we got arrested for nothing. And when the police in Kitengela saw, okay, these people don't have a problem, they got an order from State House not to release us. And in Kenya, you have free bond. Like, you can actually say, okay, nipeni bond, I'll go to court. We were not given that option because rules from State House were tusiachiliwe. That means you're giving your family chest to oppress Kenyans. This man is not even after making himself rich. He literally wants to sit on Kenyans. Na anaweza, like, he can decide to make presidency hereditary. Akimaliza ni mtoto wake. This man has to go, and that's what we are saying. We can change the constitution. If a politician does not do what he's supposed to do, you you come out of office, you stand there, insult us, call us online workers. Do you think we are not innovative or what? You guys are not giving us the chance. You're allocating money for useless offices, but the youth fund money, how much is it? And youth are the ones who are supposed to build this country. Mtu anafa akimaliza campus, the government will give you like 100,000, go and start your business in 1 year. Tuambie hiyo 100,000 imeenda wapi? But no, we are out here. Mtu anaenda US, anaenda wapi? Akiamka ajisikie, okay, let me go to Dubai. You want to compare us to a country that their government is working? It does not make sense. Honestly, it does not make sense. And let nobody go outside and say, I speak for the Gen Z. Go outside and speak what is in your heart. Do not speak for everybody, because every single person here has what is bothering them. Every single person here has kenye inamuuma ndani kwa ndani. Usije ukaenda hapo nje ukaanza kuongea vitu zenye azikuhusu ati I speak for everybody. Who do you speak for? Speak for yourself. And if you're comfortable, if you've been paid, then shut up. If you don't have anything of value to tweet, it's not a must you tweet. Don't tell Kenyans, don't come out. Because personally, I will still come out. And if they want, they can kill me and kill the person I'm carrying. Because like this, when I give birth, what else? They killed Linda Mama. They are making the basic needs of Kenyans ikuwe ni kama gold. To eat 3 meals, itakuwa ni kama a treasure. That's where they want to take Kenya. Thank you. I'm done. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you. And
Thank you. Just to add something, mnasikia poa?
yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing on some issues, and I am very specific. There is some specific issues I've been picking up, like the one you have just put across, the one which Ruto anafuatilia vitu ndogo ndogo. There is a lady who said she even goes for the small hii vitu za makura ndogo ndogo, anaendea hadi hizo, like he is going there is this contract he went to sign. He was in South Korea some few days ago. I know the lady she's the daughter of the friend of Ruto. Ukienda kuangalia mwenye ana renovate NSPC yenye iko Pension Towers, it's Ruto's friend. Like Ruto is a deal maker, he's not a leader. There is a difference between a deal maker and a leader. Deal maker can sell you to the highest bidder, and that's why he's selling us to the whites. He's selling us to the US, selling us to Europe. He's selling us to UAE by giving out carbon credits to this company called Blue Carbon in UAE. And there is somebody who talked about incompetence. Yeye ni walimu wanafunza vitu za AI and hawaelewi vitu za AI. They are so incompetent that they don't know AI. And some time back there is this when they were coming to talk about Galana Kulalo, I asked somebody who told me while I was here. I asked him what about Galana Kulalo and everything, and he was telling me how there are some very uninformed Kenyans. They were having a very serious meeting of about I think it was about soil engineering, and it was something about soil compression, or was it acidity or something. They was talking just about something, and the whole panel, they knew nothing about it. And he was so angry that how comes you are coming and you're wasting our time? You should be informed. And I was telling him, I'm so sorry. It's because of the incompetency, the lack of meritocracy in these ministries or anything.
Kimunzi,
Yeah, and
sorry, let me cut you short kidogo tu before like nimaliza kabisa. Somebody please help me understand why when we are applying for US visa, we pay over 20,000, and when white people come to Kenya, honestly, we treat those guys as if they're gold. But in US, they apply Kenyan visa for 10,000. Is it 10 or 12? Like, why is Kenyan visa so cheap? But when you go to US to get a US visa, you will pray over it, and when you get it, you'll do Thanksgiving. US visa is that rare. But Kenyans,
it doesn't make sense at all.
Yes, we are selling ourselves so cheaply. Unaenda US as a Kenyan, they will treat you as a third world country. Like, they will not give you respect. But when those foreigners come here, especially those white people, US people, they will come here, we will treat them with so much respect. Our visa is so cheap, but when it comes to their own visa, it takes 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks.
Okay, as we wind up on this, even when you want to start a business in these countries, you must have so much. Like you cannot just start a business. Many people doesn't know that. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Wakili can speak, then Daniel.
Thank you so much, Kimuzi. Thanks, Jelani, and thanks to everyone who is still awake listening to the space. It shows the zeal and the desire to have a beautiful and a better country. Allow me first to offer my message of condolence to the family, friends, and relatives of guys who've lost their lives during the recent demonstrations, and also message of quick recovery to those who have either been hurt, who've been shot, and are currently admitted in various medical facilities. So to begin with, I think we need to have a conversation on, and I like the conversation we're having of what next after. First and foremost, I would want to report a very unfortunate and sad situation that we do not have a country. Whatever we have is a collection or an assembly of dealers. I have reliable information that as we speak, the leader of majority, Kimani Chungwa, is hunting for a 200 million property. He's told those who care to listen, his close associates, that he has some 200 million that he wants to use to buy a property. A majority leader whose salary probably is maybe a maximum of 1.5 million. He's only been in that position for 2 years. You ask yourself, even if you are saving everything as his salary, that is not even enough to raise 200 million. We have cases of very junior officers who are working in State House, who are buying properties left, right, and center. People buying vehicle worth millions. Recently, somebody did a wedding costing about 20 million, gifted the wife 20 million car, bought a 40 million vehicle. And they are just some junior officers in State House. So it basically means our country is literally being taken to the dogs. And we as young people, as Generation Z, it is good that we've taken up the mantle to reclaim what is rightfully ours. Because if we are not careful, a few years from today, we will not have a country. Now, one of the proposals that I would want to make is corruption has to be fought. Even as we insist Ruto must go, if he, by any chance, he survives this pressure, one of the things that we must insist on is that corruption has to be fought. And some of the people in his government must be able to be axed and must face the wrath. People like Mithika Linturi are not fit to hold any leadership position. It's unfortunate that a few weeks back, Ruto himself, marshaled MPs to save Mithika Linturi, even after it was evident that he had sold fake fertilizer to farmers. That was a show of middle finger to Kenyans. That mtadu, it was just a mtadu mentality, where we do wrong. And this issue began when he constituted his cabinet, a cabinet made up of thugs, drug dealers, wash people who have cases. But what did they do? One after another, everybody's case was being sanitized. Today, so and so has their corruption case dropped. Tomorrow, so and so corruption case dropped. Yet he is here telling us that, oh, we must live within our means. Oh, I am fighting corruption. It is not just enough to mention it. The conversation next will be he has to show it both by intent and purpose. We have to feel that he, as Ruto, if he survives this, that is fighting corruption. Secondly, our doctors have to be paid because healthcare is very important. We are not going to live in a country where systems do not work. Ruto will not be a president who came into office and found systems working, and today the systems in the same country are not working. Linda Mama has been scrapped. What and what has been scrapped? Today is talking of shift that will take 2.5% of people's salary for a health care that you're not even sure about. So the health system must work. And one of the irreducible minimums is our doctors have to be paid. And the intern doctors have to be employed as a matter of urgency. I know one of the things that they are going to hide behind is that because of the rejection of the finance bill, we cannot hire the doctors or post the intern doctors. And as Generation Z, we are going to tell them these people have weathered 7 years in med school or 6 years in med school. They have woken up early, slept late. They worked so hard. They are qualified. They have to be posted. And that is the government has to prioritize that. We'd rather have MPs not paid their salaries or the executive not paid their salaries, but our doctors, intern doctors, have to be posted. So I guess as a way forward, that is one of the reducible minimums. And not only at 70,000 that he was proposing, where take home is 40K, no, they have to be posted at the amount that was in the CBA. And I think as Generation Z, this is a conversation that we can also on the forefront we can lead so that we have our health workforce, people who can come through for us. Whether when things are tough, we are sure that if we are short at the demonstration site,